Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
Welcome to the BabloNKeloShow.
Show.
I'm your host, Bablo.
And I'm your co-host, Kelo. Oh.
Two dudes.
One mic.
Jollof fries.
Eggy Sisu.
Hey guys. Happy Saturday and Sunday. Hope you guys are doing good this week. You know, we got a lot to talk about for today's conversation. Like I said, Kelly, I hope you had a good week, man. How's your weekend going so far, man? You having a good week? Okay.
So far, so good.
So far. Make sure you check on your people. Check on your friends, family. Just check in. It's all good. Like I said, we got some interesting topics to talk about. Again, some of the topics include what have you learned about yourself in the past year or even this year, right? Is it good? Whatever is good, whatever is bad. Let's hear it. And guys, comment below. What have you learned about yourself in the past year or even this year? And then we're also going to talk about how can we better promote mental and physical health in schools and also in the community, in your community or whatever community that you're in, if it's on social media or whatsoever. And then we're also going to talk about what is the biggest challenge a person can face in life, right? So that can be a doozy, that can be a back and forth type of conversation.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about. And then, also we're gonna talk about what is the biggest fear and how can a person overcome it, right? Hey, I have a biggest fear too. I'm sure Kelly has a fear too. Stay tuned, you're gonna find out more. Lastly, or second to lastly, where have you felt most accepted? That could be anything, right? Where do you think you felt most accepted? Let's talk about it. And then we're gonna talk some quick questions, fast round. We call it fast rounds, but we're not gonna share with you guys. Make sure you watch the video so you can know what the quick question and fast round is.
You gotta watch it to the end.
You gotta watch it to the end.
If you don't, you're gonna lose out. But don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below. All above.
Share with your friends, family members, your enemies too. You know what I mean?
Enemies.
Yeah, and your enemies could be your friend too. You never know. So let's get into it. So, Kelly, what you learned about yourself in the past year or even this year, man? Do you want to go first? Or?
Yeah, I'll go first. About myself, I'm lazy, bro.
We thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm lazy myself. Nah, that's the thing.
You're
hold on,
wait.
Yeah, there's a part of me, but that's anybody. There's a part of me that's lazy, right? So I've learned that, I can be, if I'm too relaxed, that I can get lazy, meaning I could be at home all day, on my phone, not doing anything, and I'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? And I don't miss nothing. Like by going out or going outside or going to work or whatever. But I could be fine being at home. Make sure I eat something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on my phone play the game or
game.
I downloaded this baseball game that I'm playing on my phone.
Is it free?
It's free. It really is. Yeah.
You're not paying for no subscription, right?
No, they want you to, but that's man. All this game, that's the name of the game, bro.
Hey,
they play to play, so they plug you in. So the game is the game. They plug you in to play, right? But then the next thing, okay, the players I have, they're not that good. But if I pay for certain things, subscriptions, then the team automatically becomes better. And guess what? The game, but the players are better, the game becomes easier.
But that defeats the whole purpose, though.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's just like them games where you play and then it sets you on a timer. Like after you used up everything, you gotta wait like a couple of hours before you have to be able to use more resources.
Yeah, I hate, man. So that's the thing. Another game I was playing, right? Same thing with that. So I was playing. I thought the games are limited. Like just whenever you get tired or bored, you go do something else, right? I was getting better at the game, right? Better at this. It's a war game. I was getting better at it. Then I realized that I have to keep building the buildings, and each level is harder. Each level gets harder. Each level, every time you level up, it takes like 4, 5, 6 hours. But there's a place you can buy
coins,
diamonds, and timers where you can surpass that.
Well, y'all not getting my money no more, bro.
Yeah, that's all. They tricky.
That's how they get your money, bro.
Yeah,
that's how they get your money, bro.
That's how they get your money. So, but basically, I realized this year that I can get, I don't like saying lazy, but the same thing as becoming complacent.
Nah, I think me as your friend, I'm like, your brother. I'll be honest with you, I think you're very lazy, very, very lazy. And you're complacent too. You are in a space where you feel comfortable, right? And until someone has taken you out of your comfortability, you won't know where to go next.
I wouldn't say I'm comfortable.
I think you are, because here's the thing, right, Kelly? You're a smart person.
No, I don't think nobody's dumb.
Bro, the people the people I work with,
they're not. So that's the thing. It's one thing to be dumb. It's one thing to be ignorant. A lot of people are ignorant because they don't know.
Bro, these people are 100% grade A idiots.
No, that's because you don't like it. That's what you're saying.
It's not about I don't like it.
It's because you don't like. That's what you're saying.
It's not.
And they're not. I can't sit here and say somebody's dumb. No, I don't think nobody's like dumb.
Who said?
In a sense of it's just more. It blends into more of just being ignorant, not knowing. That may have been what it is.
All right, Pastor Kelly, or is it Professor? Preach to the choir, bro. No, I think just joking, guys that I work with, but no.
They watch it.
Hey, let them watch. But no, I mean, it's you got to take into consideration, like Kelly, you're a very, very intelligent person, right? But you don't really put yourself out there. Like for instance, you teach, right? By now you should have been almost at a principal level. I mean, we talked about this a lot, but you don't have the motivation or push to get to that next level. Why? It's not about you don't want it.
I don't want it. Okay, think about that. Coming into that, I had a plan. I'm saying I'm gonna do this and that and the third, but I don't have that drive.
So how do you expect to be successful?
You could be. I mean, listen. You don't have to be a principal to be successful. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're actually, saying they're more like they're more. If you want to be a teacher, there's more jobs to become a teacher than a principal, right? So.
Okay,
the jobs are limited for a principal, and there's a lot of hoops you gotta go through.
Okay.
And the thing about that is, being a principal, there's a lot of responsibility that comes along with that.
Yeah, but that's what makes you better, though. You having more responsibility.
Yeah, that's definitely true. More responsibility can make or break you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But being a principal is not. Now I pivot. Now I want to be a head football coach.
Okay, so like for instance, so if you want to be a head football coach, so what are your steps in terms of trying to be a head football coach? Now is it high school? Is it college?
High school. So yeah,
before NFL?
So no, college, high school. High school. Like when I was in college, I wanted to be an assistant coach in college, but.
It's never too late.
Yeah, it's not too late. I can still do that, but everything's a process, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm a high school football coach, assistant, right? So now after this year, right, I'll be back. Hopefully, have a good season. Do good with my kids.
Have you ever had any winning season?
Not yet.
So why is that?
The teams.
But it's all about the coaching too.
The team, yeah, true. Yeah, everything times in, but the teams we play were just a little bit better than us.
But it starts off from the coaching, though. How you teach your kids, everything, right?
I'm not about to. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's okay, you know. I don't know nothing about coaching, so I really shouldn't even be putting my 2 cents in. I
Really,
apologize.
you really think so, huh? Really?
Yeah.
Nah, but what you saying is true.
I mean, when I played football, I sucked ass. So, I mean, I was terrible. I played linebacker and I played running back.
I mean, it's a lot of factors that go into it. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the kids that we have that come to play football, their first sport is soccer, right? So with
What
that,
kind of school is this, bro?
if your first sport is soccer, what's the school nationality going to be, or the school ethnicity going to be?
Hispanics.
99.9%, bro. So yeah. So
you have a lot of scrawny players.
So a lot of our students are of that ethnic group, and we got some hella players. You know, we have a lot of hella. We got a couple of hella players. It's just everything got to come together. The coaching got to come together. The kids got to come together. Everybody got to be able to sell in, right? To make it work, to make us have a winning season. So the thing is, for me, my approach, I'm an assistant coach, do good this year. I want the next year to go is to become the OC. OC means offensive, becoming the OC, offensive coach.
Huh? Offensive coach or offensive coordinator? Jesus Christ. Guys,
it's not
for all you footballers out there, bro, should we even let him into the coaching industry, please? He doesn't even know what the OC is. Jesus Christ.
My bad, bro. For some reason, I was thinking that's
your mind went blank, bro.
Yeah, we're blank for that. So now the goal is to become the OC, which is becoming the offensive coordinator, not the offensive coordinator, right? Okay. So that's the next step, is to become that. After that next step will be to become a head coach. So these things, the thing about it, if I want to be a principal, even though it's a lot of hard work, these things are all doable, right? Okay. But like you said, I have to put myself out there. That's one thing. You know, I have to put myself in those rooms where, you know, I can voice my opinion to see, you know, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy, you know, he's doing great things, doing good things at his school, doing good things for his kids. That's one way to for other people to see who you are and what you're about. So those things I can do for myself to advance my career, right?
Okay. So that's football. So what about your clothing brand? Why is your clothing brand not up to where it should be? You have a good logo. You have a good motto about your.
The same thing with coaching or becoming a principal. I just, you know, I have to put myself more out there. Meaning, I have to go to these neighborhood.
So what are you doing to doing that?
Man, I need to go outside.
So why don't you find a partner that's gonna motivate you and get you to go outside? You know, so Kelly, all these things is something that you have to want. Like for instance, like me, right? The topic we're talking about is, you know, what have you learned about yourself in the past? In the past year, I'm bad with money. I'm also I've been a bad CEO. I've been neglecting my team. I've been postponing my applications because I haven't put as much energy and time as I've been doing now. Now, all that is my fault. You know, I'm passionate about my software that I'm building, but, you know, there are things that come into my life that when it happens, then it basically takes me away from still having a passion until I get it back, right? But that shouldn't stop me from wanting to continue to build the passion in terms of health and mental that I'm trying to give to the world, right? So, you know, that's my fault. So I have to, first of all, accept that, you know what, some of the things that I'm doing is wrong. So, for example, right, you know, a lot of times when I have a call with my partner, right, I tell him that, okay, blah, blah, blah. For example, a good example I could say is, so our MVP, you know, we're supposed to release it last year, December of 2024. We're now in July going into August. Obviously, you know, my front end engineer passed away. There are some things that happened in between. So recently I had a conversation with my partner and I told him that, hey, look, what's the current situation on the software for the MVP? Because we're working on the production in terms of actually being able to compete with other applications in the world so that, you know, our users will have good user experience and, you know, hopefully they'll love our product that's in the health and mental and healthcare space. So what I told him recently, you know, I was fair and honest with him. And this was a few days, I think, what is today, the 19th? I told this to him on the 13th of this, so earlier this week. I told him, look, man, I understand that you're going through something in life. I'm also going through something in life. But you know, myself and you know, one thing there are a couple of things that I need you and we need to do. We need to communicate better because clearly you're not communicating. You know, you and I, it's all about trust and honesty and all that stuff. If we can't have that, then you know, then we're gonna have a problem. You know, he owns 35% of the software. I only own 65%. Now the problem that now lies there is the fact that I told him that on this project, the software, I told him that, look, if this MVP for the web is not done by the 28th, I'm taking him off the project.
Mm.
And that's something that he told me, what he told me was the only way that he's gonna leave the software is if I fire him or I take him off the project. So for me to tell him that, let him know that I'm being serious, that there's no more joking around. And I told him that I'll go hire a third party, I don't care anymore. Because we can joke, we can be playful, we can do all that stuff, but dude, we've been building something for over a year, and where have we gotten? Like, you know, time is not, you know, perfection, quality there's no time to it, but at least something, we should be able to have something going, right? My site is down because I had to shut down the server because most of the stuff is 99.9% is done, but I still don't want to release that MVP until I make sure that the 100% is done, even though it may not be aesthetically pleasing until we finalize the full production in about a month or so. But I still want to have users to be able to test the application. Now, at the end of the day, you know, it's something that I have to make a decision on. If I have to let my partner go, then I have to let him go and find someone to replace him. But those are the things that, you know, you yourself, like with your clothing brand, right? If you gotta find someone that's gonna drive you, right? Because me, myself, sometimes I get lazy too, bro. Like I lose that energy, I lose that motivation to keep me going. Like that's why you see me like I wake up every day at 4 a.m. and I don't get back home till like 9 or 10. I'm hustling, trying to ensure that, you know what, my next few years I'm going to be where I want to be, right? You know, so you got to be able to tell yourself that, you know, what do I need to do in order for me to be a coach? What do I need to do in order for me to get K&K clothing back on a map, right? Because like, dude, you have a great logo, you have a great motto, but you don't have the drive. Me, I have the drive. I'm a hustler, but it's like I could be on top today and I could be on the bottom tomorrow, right? It's just about keeping my level at the top. So, you know, that's one of the things that I learned on my path, and you know, even this year too, that I'm working on. I need to be better responsible with finances and not just, you know, trying to be Mr. 100%. I need to make sure that, you know, not being frugal, but just trying to, you know, not spend as much as I should. So that's anything else you want to add to that?
When you said not being frugal, what you mean?
I mean, just, you know, not just spending recklessly. You know, I think, like when I said like, hey, I want to go to Dubai, or hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like for instance, we have our travel plans this year. You know, it's okay for us to budget. There's nothing wrong with that versus just having a wide open budget, right? So that's what I mean. Anything else you want to add, sir? You don't like being frugal?
No. That's it. That's 100%.
Ain't nothing wrong with being frugal, bro. But I'm not trying to be like you frugal. Like, I ain't trying to be like you, bro. I just gotta be better financially spending.
No, just make it make sense. That's all.
It does make sense. It just ain't making sense to you.
I said you gotta make sure. I said make it make sense. So I'm not saying you to keep all your money somewhere. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that don't just throw it away.
That's right.
It's 100%, man. You do a lot of throwing away, though.
I do a lot of throwing away, bro. I'm not trying to throw away anymore, bro.
And you talking about if she talking about what she need, I got it, right?
I do got it, but I ain't trying to. I gotta find the one now, bro. I ain't getting younger no more, man. Cause the same way you get these women, the same way you're gonna lose them. I'm thinking about going to the village, bro.
What you mean the same way you get them, the same way you lose them?
If I get a woman with money, I'm gonna lose her with money.
Alright, so please explain that to me. Explain that to me.
Explain what?
The same way you get them, the same way you lose them.
Yeah.
So
I'm spending all this money, time. I'm spending resources, flying. She's gonna have those expectations. I should continue to do it.
So you're prostituting across the state lines?
Hey, bro, I've done it before. I ain't proud of it. I've been Diddy. I've done what Diddy done. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that flying. Hey, shout out to y'all ladies that like getting flown out.
Hey man, wait now. So when you flow them out, we talking first class business? What we talking about?
Hey, whatever they want, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
So you flew first class?
Yeah, California.
First class? Their own bed and shower, all that good stuff.
Why not, bro? You gotta give them what they want. But just know that, hey, as soon as I book that seat, some drawers is coming off, bro. As soon as that money debited out my card, don't come here talking about, oh, I'm on my cycle, I'm on this. As soon as I book that seat, you know what's happening, bro.
So they know that's sex trafficking, bro.
What can I say, bro? But they don't know. They don't heard, bro.
Now think about it. If I'm paying somebody to come see me, flying, that's trafficking.
So versus, okay, what if you go see a girl for free? What's the difference, bro? She's still gonna go, isn't she? Is she still gonna go, bro?
If she like you or not?
If she like you, yeah.
If she like you or not. So, but the thing about it, I understand that. But the thing about it, if they would have paid for their own ticket, it won't be sex trafficking.
So even if she comes see you, you still probably gonna see her, sleep with her.
That's what I'm saying. But because you pay for her traveling expenses, and you're having sex with her, that's sex trafficking.
Oh well, I guess I sex traffic. Sexually trafficked. I mean, bro, there's nothing. Hey, first of all, shout out to y'all ladies that like getting flown out. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Get your bag while you can get it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get older, ain't nobody trying to fly your old ass out, bro. So get it while you get it. I did like this one girl, bro, that I sent you that has like over 300,000 followers on Instagram. She gets flown out. She's a nurse. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong. She gotta get that bag. Because when she get older, don't nobody want her no more.
So that's the thing. But that's the thing, if you're flying a woman out, right? There's a level of there's something you're expecting because you flew out.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It starts with two C's.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing about if you don't fly her out to come see you when she's coming, you're not gonna have that same expectation.
But she's not. But maybe she didn't want to come see me. I just gave her the push to come see me.
What's the push? By paying her plane ticket?
Yeah,
that's the push you give her?
Yeah. Giving her, luxury life, all that. Enjoyment, bro.
So that's it flying out, that's enjoyment, bro.
Yeah, obviously we did some activities too.
What kind of activities are you talking about?
Some expensive activities.
Which is?
Who knows? Who cares?
No. Yeah, you said who knows? I want to know.
Who's I?
So what kind of activity are you talking about?
I don't know, bro. I took her to golf, puff, bro. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, I mean, it just depends. I mean, sometimes you take her to, fine dinings and, more than a couple $100 for some meals.
So that's what you call fine dining?
I'm talking about fine dining.
So now it's fine dining.
It's not, there's a dining.
Yeah, there's dining.
There's fine dining.
There's fine dining.
There's fine dining, and there's fine dining.
So we're talking about fine dining.
Yeah.
So when you say fine.
Well, I'm talking about when you see the bill, bro, you be like,
real?
yeah.
You are, so when I see this bill, is she gonna be naked after that?
Oh, by God's grace, bro. There's no question needs to be asked, bro. So as soon as that ticket is booked, bro, you know the drill, bro.
As long as the ticket is booked.
Yeah, bro. As soon as I book your ticket, Kelly, just know them cheeks is getting clapped, bro. And all God should say, well, amen. I mean, it's okay. I mean, if you never experienced it before, it's all good, man. You should try it, man. Find you a girl, or maybe when we travel, right? If we travel at the end of this year, you can find a girl. You fly her over to whatever country it is,
and do this fine dining.
It's
right?
fine dining, bro. Okay. You don't want to do it?
It sounds very interesting. I'm very intrigued.
It doesn't sound like you want to.
I'm very intrigued.
And what airline you gonna fly her?
Spirit.
Hey, question. Y'all lady fly Spirit?
Economy. Spirit, bro. Order in the back.
So you think a girl will fly Spirit?
No, bro. You know how many when we fly Spirit, how many baddies self-proclaimed baddies,
oh,
bro.
Yeah, like that girl
See?
that you said she had like 100 or 200 or 300.
Where's she flying at?
Spirit.
It was when we went to Miami, right? So
Spirit.
all them proclaimed.
But they're not go. But like when women take those pictures, right? They make sure that the airline is not showing.
See, because it's Spirit. If it's not Spirit, it's Frontier. One of those two. Bro, I had bad experience on both, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. Bad experience on Spirit and Frontier.
Bro, I had bad experience on Spirit, bro. Like the whole entire flight, bro. Going up, bro, the plane was doing this, bro. Right? This going up, Kelly. While we were in the air, bro, the plane was doing this too, bro.
Just like this.
I'm talking about the plane was shaking.
Yeah.
We were descending, bro. The plane was still shaking, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But what I'm gonna give Spirit is props. I don't hear no news about them on the news. I just hear they have scandals of employees, scamming the people, the airline people. I hear those type of stories, but anything about losing life. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is one of the safest.
It's cheaper.
But is it really cheaper though? Think about it though.
Bro, if you don't have nowhere to go, like if you don't have no luggage.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, it's trying to get
like
you.
Vegas or something.
Yeah. But see, to get you though, this is cheaper. It is cheaper. It's not really cheaper.
It is cheaper.
Because when you traveling with luggages.
Bro, carry a backpack, bro, and go.
But you're traveling somewhere. When you travel somewhere, you don't want to look your best when you're traveling somewhere.
You can buy clothes there.
So instead of me,
you can buy clothes there. Once you're done with the clothes, throw it away, bro.
Damn yourself, bro. So I'm gonna buy a cheaper plane ticket to use the remaining money that I'm saving. To buy clothes.
Yeah,
that makes sense, bro.
Ain't that what?
I don't understand why people do this either. That's how good. Why when you travel you go and buy new clothes? Why?
Because you got
the people that they've never seen you. So
Why you go to California? Why you go buy clothes?
Why you buying?
Yeah, because they got it, bro. Why are you mad? Because they got it.
I'm saying, but what are you buying new clothes for, though?
Yeah, because you got it, bro. You ain't got to worry about it. See, when you get to that level,
oh my God,
you know, there's levels to it.
I don't understand that concept.
Yeah, Kelly, I want to see how you are, but when money start coming in, bro, when Kelly will start telling me, Bablo, bro, let's just take our backpack and let's go with buy clothes there, bro. This is gonna be the new Bablo, bro.
I just can't fathom that concept of me. Wherever you travel to somewhere, these people don't know who you are from a can of paint, but yet you're buying new clothes. Why?
Nothing wrong because they want to look flawed. What if they've already taken pictures on their Instagram, Snapchat, and
okay, I understand for those. Okay,
and, you know, people that are not trying to shuffle new things. They want to like Drake. He never wears. Is it Drake? I don't think he never wears the same outfit. There's nothing wrong with it,
bro. But if you're not wearing the same outfit multiple times, that means you're basically throwing them in the trash.
No, they have it in their closet. It's just
if I have an outfit in my closet and I don't wear it, that means basically it's trash.
It's not trash. So you never know when you might want to pull it out again.
But you say you can never wear the same outfit twice.
Yeah, but what if your funds start drying up? Man. You gotta go back.
Now you're wearing it twice.
Yeah. So, but all right. Let's talk about mental and physical health. So, Kenny, this is your realm because when it comes to schools, what are kids like when it comes to their mental and health in schools?
It depends. It depends though, on how home life is. And so mental health is. So, if a kid, usually if it's a single household, if it's a mom, they act outlandish in a sense. They're very emotional. The kids, if it's a mom, but if it's a two-parent household, the kids are more or less more relaxed in a sense.
Okay.
But if it's a father in the household, not the mom, the kid it's like the kid is kind of like a ghost in a sense.
So what do you think that we as a society should do in terms of helping or to advocate or to talking to parents so that health and mental for the kids can get better?
Since well, I don't know the statistics, but a lot of times the kids are the ones becoming parents. A lot of my kids range from the ages of 14 to 19, right?
So they become parents?
No, let me finish now. My kids, the kids become parents. So my students, their ages from 14 to about 19 years old, right? Mm-hmm. And the majority of the parents are in their 30s.
Okay.
So if you're in your 30s and your kid is the age from 14 to 19, how old were you when you had them?
Well, they started moving fast.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that the kids are having the kids. So the kids having the kids, 9 times out of 10, well not 9 times, maybe like 7 times out of 10, they want to be. It's kind of like the relationship is they're friends. It's not it's not like a parent and a child. It's like kind of like a big.
But you're supposed to be like a friend to your parents, though.
Can I finish?
Yes, sir.
It's more like
he get mad, y'all.
It's more.
I feel like I'm interrupting.
Nah, it's more like instead of your parent, it's more like a big sister or a big brother than my father and mother. Because I had a situation. Let me talk about my situation. I had this girl student in my class a couple of years ago. So, I shut it. We had issues in the classroom with her. She wouldn't do her work. She wouldn't listen to me. She would, just don't know where you just basically fall asleep in class. I mean, this. I don't care about Mr. Harcum. This is my nap time. Whenever I come here, I'm gonna take a nap. Don't tell me nothing. So okay, I'm like, I'm frustrated, right? Seeing this in my classroom, And I'm like, okay, let me call her mother, right? So I look up, you know what I'm saying? I look her mother and the sister, whatever. Look her number up, call her. Her mother, I'm calling her mom. Mama tell me, hey, I'm at work right now. There's nothing I can do. Bro, I was hot.
What can she do though?
At least, okay, I'm calling your parent, right?
I'm at work.
Listen now, I don't expect the legal to come to my classroom. That's not what I'm expecting. All I want you expecting is for you to call your daughter. Hey, you call her up, be like, hey, you should call me. You're not doing your work. Do your work, or when you get home, you're gonna be in trouble. That's all I'm trying to get. That's it, right? Mm-hmm. And then her mom just tells me that, hey, I'm at work. There's nothing I can do right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm frustrated, but at the same time, I could have probably, there's things that tell teachers to do, develop a relationship with the students, right? So I could have developed a better relationship with her instead of calling her mom first. I could have talked to her, like, hey, what's going on? Sit her down, be like, hey, what's going on? Why are you sleeping in the classroom? Mm-hmm. Is there anything I can help you with? What are you struggling with that I can help you with? I could have done that first, right? Instead of automatically, insubordinate. Nah, I can't take this. Nah, hell nah. I'm gonna call your mom. Let's get this resolved right now today. So there's things I could have done, right? Better. But after calling her mother, I realized that I see why she
don't fall too far from the truth.
I see why this was so after that day, I didn't call her no more. I just texted her, like, hey, anytime she comes to my classroom, I'm like, hey, your daughter, she slept in class today. I just, I let her know what's going on. Hey, she didn't do no work today. She turned no assignments today. But her mom, there was no feedback. I mean, she said okay, but there was nothing else. When she went home, nothing happened to her. Usually when your teacher calls home, right? When you was in school, when I was in school, bro. When your teacher called your parents,
don't go home.
The next day you acted brand new. You know what I'm saying? The next day you
acted. I didn't go home that day, bro.
You acted brand new. And then a lot of parents also think, what I realized also in education, the kid can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just your son or daughter say, they lying on me, they don't like me. Coach, how come he don't like me? That's why he just lying on me. And then they believe that. I'm a grown ass man. Why am I sitting there lying on some kids?
Maybe you don't like him.
For what?
Maybe you wanted to holler at the mama, and the mama ain't give you no.
Bro, all these mamas I never seen in my life. So how am I gonna holler at them? I never see. As
you know, I've heard them coaches, they be getting some fine mamas.
Well, none of them mamas all that anyway, bro.
So that means you tried to holler.
Nah, why would you?
See,
bro, does that make sense, bro? Don't. It never ends well. don't
hey,
do that.
Bro, there's perks to being a coach now.
It never ends well. Yeah, there's perks.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
As a coach, football, the son may be trash as hell, bro. But if the mama doing her job right, starting quarterback.
Nah, that'd be it,
started running back,
that's
bro.
Even
if the son blind, bro, don't worry, throw it.
That's well, yeah. Like we're talking about like Pee Wee football, yeah. But we're talking about varsity, college.
Hey, bro, if the mama bad, why not?
Nah, bro. Because think about it though. If the mama is bad, if the mama is so bad, and the kid is even worse than the mother that looks so bad, in high school, keep doing that. They're gonna and let's say you go into that. Let's say you date somebody's mama, right? Eventually, y'all gonna break up. Eventually, that's gonna happen. Y'all gonna break up, and then once y'all break up, Then the real mama was gonna come out.
The real
The real mom was gonna show her face, and then she gonna say so many things against you. You did this, you did that,
and then from the back all this while.
And then by the end of the day,
you're fired.
Yes. By the end of the day,
you're fired. Hey, that's a true story. So
you're not fired. You're not fired, but you're resigning though. You want to resign.
Shout out to Email Udoka though. Shout out to Email Udoka.
That's Email Udoka.
Nah, you know, I had a friend that actually knew Email, like she had some sort of close relationship with Email Udoka, or she knew somebody that knew the whole situation that happened.
So educate us on the situation that happened. No, you brought it up. Educate us.
Shout out to Email Udoka though. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean. It is what it is, bro.
No, educate us though.
No. I don't want to get nobody in trouble, bro.
What you mean get nobody in trouble? What you talking about?
The silent that can't see, don't hear, bro. The
silent
that can't see,
on that.
don't hear.
But definitely but one thing I know, you don't wanna, get in a relationship where you work at.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, well, the thing
just make sure you have an exit plan.
That's the thing, because it could be once you break up, the environment can be toxic in a sense, because even though you might be cool, y'all might be cool, but she can easily undermine you. Like,
I mean, I'm trying to see what that feels like.
Oh, report your ass to the head boss.
No, I mean, I'm trying to see what that feels like. Like, being able to have a relationship at work. Because most of the people that I work with are either old, dusty, or they married.
Man, that job, and then also depends on the job though. Like, you gotta surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, I mean, I got good people at work. It's just they older.
That's what I'm saying. That's even better. Like, that's the thing. When you,
I want to be able to work with them young, where I know I come in and work. It makes me want to come in and work even more. Like oh man, work bad girl. You know what I'm saying?
And you work with like, let's say, I'm 32.
How old?
32. So if I work with let's say I work with like coaching wise, like teaching wise, whatever. But coaching wise, let's say a couple of the coaches on the staff were like 22, 23. Even though that might be looked as a good thing, you don't have different sex men and women working together to work for the best outcome of the kids. Mm-hmm. But if you're working with mostly men, you don't want to be working with women in that aspect as well. You wouldn't want that, because a woman can be a distraction.
Oh, definitely.
In a sense.
But I guess the one question you gotta ask yourself is, are you? What did she tell me? Can you not mind yourself, but what's the word where you're not tempted?
It depends though. When you say you're not tempted, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're going out there to find it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like,
depends on the day.
It's not like I'm church. I'm gonna look for the baddest chick in this job.
Where?
I'm looking
at church.
At the job. I'm looking for the baddest chick at the job. Right? It's not. That's not what you're doing. But the problem is when it finds you, what you gonna do?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what jobs do these people have where they be having baddies at their job, bro?
Go work at ESPN. Go work at Fox 1 to join them.
That's Disney, bro. I mean, I worked at Disney, but I ain't seen that.
Yeah, because you remotely. You don't. You know what I'm saying?
To the office.
But how many times you go to the office every week? You was at Disney? How many times you went to the office every week?
3 days a week.
3 days a week. How many was baddies?
Huh?
How many of them was baddies at that?
0.
You see the difference, bro?
Well, what baddies wants to be in Seattle, bro? That's my question. And then the ones that I work with, bro, they were old, married.
That's where you need to
or
be.
Something was falling off.
Nope. Jesus Christ. That's where you need to be, though. Like, for you to be able to be.
Yeah, but I'm trying to ask, like, what?
Be successful,
so,
no hiccups. That's where you need to be. She's married. She's got older. Boom. Stay focused.
So you're suggesting that it's better to be part of the analysts, people that do. But okay, besides them, where else do you see baddies at work? Because they're not at warehouse either. So
you'd be surprised. You go to Amazon.
Hey, Amazon got everything from all races, size.
You'd be surprised now.
Skin.
You'd be surprised now.
Uber drivers. I've never met a bad Uber driver.
I have. I've been in back of a fine Uber driver.
How? With what money? What money did you get? That's a good question. Who Ubered you, bro? Cause I know you're paying with your own money.
I don't get phoned up, but I get Uber.
I know you ain't paid for it, bro.
I get Uber.
I know you ain't paid for it.
But there's some Uber that, but you know who really bad though? That I realized when you're traveling, bro.
That's what you mean, all the baddies, bro. But that's why
you're traveling. You're traveling. When you're traveling, when you're at the airport, there's a lot of you gonna see some baddies at the airport.
Yeah, that's why you need to travel more, bro. Like I said, our next destination should be Dubai, bro.
Jesus, bro.
Or we should go to. Hey, we should go see Nita in London, bro. If cold no beat us, bro.
When you last talk to her?
It's been a while, bro. I don't know. She probably has a man, or she's probably working. Nita, if you're seeing this, we miss you. Make sure you reach out to us, or we're going to find you in London. But nah, bro. Have you been to London before?
Mm-mm.
I haven't been. I would love to go to London, cause I just don't want to go when it's cold. I was supposed to go to, was it London or is it Greece or Egypt with Nita, but I didn't go. So maybe we can do that, Nita. But don't ask me to fly you out though, unless you're ready to give up the
cookie and the cookie jar.
Yeah.
The cookie and the cookie jar.
Forget the cookie jar, bro. You know what I want, Nita. So
what do you want?
She knows. I ain't gotta tell you. She knows. But yeah, But okay, so we've kind of, had some.
No. What does she want though?
Bro, do I know, bro? Ask her. You got her number too, bro. Ask her. Alright, let's talk about the next one. What is the biggest challenge a person can face in life?
So for me,
what is the biggest challenge a person can face in life, or what is the biggest fear, and how can you overcome it? You can pick either or that you want to go.
I'll say the biggest fear. Something that keeps me, confined in the sense is my everyday goal. I want to be better than my parents. Right, so that's one thing that kind of keeps me, wanting to be better, wanting to, to do things, wanting to accomplish new things, and I want to be better than them. My father, my mother. That's one of the things that makes me, that makes me get up to go to work. That makes me want to, how can I get the bag? What can I do to get the bag? Where's this bag at? You know what I'm saying?
What kind of bag are you talking about?
You're talking about that bag.
Fendi, Louis Vuitton,
that K&K bag.
Burberry.
I'm talking about K&K bag.
Where is the K&K bag? Coming soon. Shout out, y'all heard him. K&K clothing coming soon.
It's already out there.
It's already out there, but
definitely that's my parents is one of the things that drives me to want to be the best me, because I want to surpass them. I want to be better than them in every aspect.
Yeah, I feel that. I guess my biggest fear is just marrying the wrong woman or being with the wrong woman, bro. And also, second part would also be, having everything and losing it all.
What you mean? What you mean? Break it down. Break that down for us, because we don't understand. What you mean by having it all and then losing it all? What do you mean by that?
So I mean, you know, men or women.
I don't know. So tell me.
You don't know? Mm-hmm. So you never had it all?
Nah, I'm gonna have it all, bro. Like, what you mean have it all? Like, explain it to me.
Have everything you wanted. Like, you don't have to think. Like, you can go freely, move around. You don't have to think about it. Like, if I wanted to buy something, I'd think about it. If I wanted to, you don't have to think. You know, like when you have that financial freedom.
Okay.
So, I think that's one of my biggest challenges. What is the biggest challenge that I would probably face in life is being able to have it all and lost it all. I've done that too. So, you know, sometimes you gotta work your way back up, and then, you know, hopefully that, you know, you losing it all will humble you so that you figure out where now so that it doesn't happen again. Right? So that's one of the biggest challenges that I feel like a person can face in life. And then, like I said, the other part is the woman, right? You know, I mentioned to you that, you know, I'm hesitant about marrying because, you know, unfortunately I'm set up with someone's wife. So, and, you know, the things that they do that their spouses don't know about is just crazy. And I feel like if I get married, someone's gonna sleep with my wife too. You know, karma's a bitch. So, but yeah. And then, you know, lastly, where do you think you felt most accepted? I mean, I think around my close friends. So like you, Troops. Like, you know, that safe space, being able to openly talk about what you're dealing with without knowing that, you know what, these these people that I'm sharing myself with, they're not gonna judge me, they care about me. Sometimes a lot of times with my parents too. My dad not so, because I mean that guy he's gonna talk his junk and, you know, he's gonna make you feel bad, but he still supports and loves me. So yeah. What about you, bro?
Yeah, similar. Easy to just being able to talk to people, your friends that are not gonna, you know, judge you.
Yep.
Or be quick to shut you up. You know, like we was talking about what you mean, why you complain, why you saying certain things, you know, but able to have a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not paying you to listen to me. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. So this is not like a therapy session. William, I'm paying you to listen to my problem. This is just somebody that's sincerely concerned about me. So those people are, you know, close to me, friends that, you know, I endear a lot to. Everybody needs somebody to, because everybody goes to different issues. Nobody, no matter what you see on social media, no matter how many reels you see, no matter how much money they make, nobody has the perfect life.
Nope.
Everybody struggles with something, right?
Yeah. I struggle with a lot of things, but like I said, I'm happy that I have, you know, Chooks and Kelly in my life. So, you know, they help me through things. I talk to them about it. So it just makes you have a circle. Again, there's nothing wrong with, you know, being able to have close friends, close families, or communities that you go to. And, you know, if you guys feel like, you know, you don't have a community or you don't have a space where you can feel safe, don't worry, stay tuned. It's coming. It's coming soon, where you can feel safe, you can meet people, you can do whatever. It's gonna be one of the biggest platforms. I'm telling you, stay tuned. All right. Let's get into
the fun. We get to the fun.
Fast round.
The fun part. Did y'all stay tuned? You better like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna beat y'all. My mama though.
All right, so Kelly, we're gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it in order.
On my mama though.
On your who?
On your mama.
Bro, that's your mother.
Your mama.
My mother's your mother. Your mother's my mother. So yes. Bro, have you ever been beaten by your, like, you know when you're little, bro? Have you, like, got into trouble with your friends and their mom beat you, bro? perception you had nothing to do, but when you guys were all together, you're getting the same beating, bro.
The same beating, just because you was in the vicinity, bro. Not because you did wrongdoing, just because you was in the vicinity.
You're all associated, bro. That's crazy. All right, Kelly. Let's say right now, you are the president, or you can pick whichever one, maybe Nigeria or America.
Yeah, okay, I'll pick America. What's up?
What is the first dumb but satisfying law that you think you passed?
The first law?
It can be dumb, stupid, smart.
The first law I will pass: any woman in the working force, if you have a job, you gotta go to work in the growing pains.
Huh? Why not say naked, bro?
Man, give me naked, man.
Why not? They were doing it back in the day.
That's illegal.
You're the president, bro.
Ain't nobody go. You can't. Nah. That's pushing it. That's why I said any lady in the workforce, they have to go to work in a brown pants.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'll say that in any type of lingerie, let's spice it up a little bit.
Bro, me, if I'm president of the United States, bro, I don't know who this Uncle Sam is, bro. The first law is, bro, remove all these extra taxes they're taking out of our pockets, bro. You don't want that, bro? Imagine you do it over time, bro. Or do you know how much they take out of your tax? You're making 10 grand a month, bro. You know how much you take out the tax on maybe like 75, 8. You don't like that? That's not as smart.
I mean that's smart. But the issue with that would be, how would you the tax is funds a lot of things.
Bro, what concerns me, bro?
That's the thing.
I'm the president, bro. The question is, if I'm the president, what would I get rid of?
That's what I'm saying. Like, for example, all these constructions,
bro.
Like the road you come to my house, that road right there. Taxes.
What concerns me, bro?
Like the schools.
Fuck school. Is it mine?
Like all these, like when you like for schools, you go to they have meetings every week. Talk about what bonds they're gonna do for the school. And then from the bonds, they have to make a new school with new people coming in. The population rising. These things are funded by taxes. So if education is not funded by taxes, it's gonna be a private sector. So going to school is not gonna be free anymore. That means instead of you paying taxes for that, it's gonna be directly out of your pocket. So instead of you know how to get private schools.
School is not progressing because these kids are not getting any smarter anyways, bro. So
I mean, but I think you can't. That's not true because that's not true because listen now, schools like secondary, right? Unless you go to a program that specializes in certain things, right? Then that'll be considered primary. But actually, what's primary is your home. Your home is your first school in the house. That's your first school. If you don't learn.
So the school you go to, do they beat at your school too?
They don't. They say you can't do that.
So, but in your primary home, bro, they beat you.
Yes.
So how can we implement that into the secondary school, bro?
You can't implement that unless you're in Nigeria, but you can't do that. So, but I'm talking about. But listen.
But they do that in other countries too, bro.
Yeah.
But why not America?
You can be sued, lawsuits, mental health. There's a lot of red tape. But your primary school is your first school, right? Is in the house. If you can't operate in the house, then how can you operate in a classroom? If for example, if you're in the house. Let's say your parents go to work, your grandma is taking care of you, right? And then you're telling your grandma, you ain't my mom, you ain't my dad, you can't tell me nothing. How do you think that child in the classroom? You ain't my mom, you ain't my daddy.
Depends on what nationality and ethnicity you are. Where is your location, bro? Bro, If kid does that in Nigeria, bro, or in another country, bro, ask that kid the next day the same question and see what he says, bro.
So yeah,
if that kid doesn't have common sense, bro, before that end of the day, bro, don't worry.
So yeah, but yeah, definitely. But your first first schooling is in the crib at the house. Mm-hmm. Then you learn these traits, these skills of how to be obedient, of how to be self-reliant, how to sit down, how to raise your hand, answer a question, how not to become disruptive. That's what you learn. That's what you have to learn from your house. You can't automatically just go into a school and learn that in a school.
Well, my parents always say what a kid don't learn in the house, he's gonna learn outside.
That's not necessarily true. Yeah. That's not necessarily true because that's only true when bad habits.
Yeah, if you don't learn it inside,
that's only true. Not good habits. You're not if you're not reading books at home, you're not gonna go to school in the library and start reading books. But trust me, if you're not stealing no candy at home, go outside with your friends and they're stealing candy. Guess what you're gonna start doing? Stealing candy with them.
Bro, I stole candy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Who hasn't, bro?
Who hasn't? Everything.
Who hasn't?
I've done a lot of criminal activities.
Who hasn't?
Bro, don't be on camera, bro. IRS and government watching, bro. I don't know. I don't agree.
But listen, but that's the thing, though. See how easy for you to steal candy because your friends are stealing the candy. But when those friends are in the library reading books, are you gonna go read books with them?
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not, bro. Wait till us help me by reading books, bro.
That's the thing. We have people we tend to pick up bad traits.
Yeah, and that's why your parents don't like it because they want you to be successful, but like I said, it's all about who you hang out with, right? Show me your friend and that'll tell me who you are, right?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessarily.
Why? Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Seriously. Okay, I mean, we talked about that, so now let's talk about. So you got two options, right, Kelly?
Oh, no, wait, in the comment below in the chat, if you show me your friends, does that really mean show me? I'm gonna tell you who you are.
Yeah.
Your friends are robbers. Are you a robber? Your friend's a slut. Are you a slut?
I'm a bank robber. My friend's a robber. I'm a robber too.
Your friend likes sex. Do you like sex too?
I like sex. Do you?
Your friend is a hard worker. Are you a hard worker?
I'm lazy, very, very lazy. And also, guys, make sure you comment too. If you were president, what's the first dumb but satisfying law that you think you passed? No one's judging. Just make sure you comment. All right, Kelly. So in this situation, this is one that's a little bit. It's a doozy, right?
A doozy or doozy?
A 2C.
Ah, really?
It's a 2C.
Let's get it.
So you get 10 million, but your worst enemy gets 50 million. What are you doing?
If I get 10 million, my worst enemy gets he get the 50. I'll let him get the 50.
You would? Man, you got a lot of meat for anybody
else. But think about who, you know what I'm saying? When people, I don't like when people say my worst enemy. If it's the worst enemy ain't the devil, I don't know who you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like he's my worst enemy. She my worst enemy. Like really, bro?
But you giving them 50 million, bro. They can kill you and.
If my worst enemy, if they get 50 million, are you think they're thinking about me? Let's be real now.
They might.
Do you think they're thinking about what Kelly is doing right now?
Well, I mean, if they have a big upgrade with that 50 million, then yeah. What if they're poor and you ask them for help and maybe you have money and now you get an extra 10 million? Like let's say hypothetically you were doing fine and your worst enemy wasn't. So now your worst enemy is now going to come into a sum of 50 million, so which means it will help his life. So now he remembers that, man, I remember when I reached out to Kelo, he didn't reach out, he didn't respond back, he ghosted me, he did all that. He come up with more money, so now he come after you.
So why would he come after me though? Think
because
about
you
it.
did him wrong.
He's not worried. He came up with 50 mil. He's not worried about He didn't help me. She didn't help me. Nah, he went okay. I got now it's time for me to get to business. I'm not worried about any petty enemy. You worry about that petty
stuff. I'm petty, bro. I'm coming after you, bro. Making sure that.
So you're gonna waste your energy and time into making somebody's life miserable?
I'm deactivating your life, bro. You know, like a machine, bro. You plug it into the wall, you plug it out, bro.
Nah, 50 million can go a long way, man. So
you like I said, 50 million, bro. I can erase you for about $1 or $2 million. Well, even 10,000.
I'ma let him get the 50.
Alright, I mean me, I'm going with ain't nobody getting shit, bro. Ain't nobody getting shit. If it's gonna better your life, no thank you. I'd rather you stay where you at and I keep going up, but
So you get the 10 million?
I won't get nothing. Just so that you won't get shit. So basically, instead of you getting 50, I'm getting nothing. So you don't get 50, I don't get nothing.
Bro, what? You're that petty, bro?
Yes, sir.
So you rent?
I'd rather take nothing.
Nah, that's some bull.
What is 50 million divided by 0, bro?
You mean times 0?
Oh, times 0, bro.
It's 0.
Exactly.
So, bro, you know what? If he gets 50, you get 10. You know what 10 will do for you?
Doesn't matter, bro. I want you to stay where you're at, bro. So if your life is suffering, bro, continue to suffer, bro, until you figure out a way. Not me. I'm going to help you get better, bro. So, all right, let's talk the last one, bro. Kelly, if you was an animal, right? You got cow. You look like a cow already, bro.
Shout out to the cow. Moo.
Yeah. Where's the man? You did okay. You did okay.
I did.
Or you a lion, a snake. What animal would you be, bro?
I'll be a monkey. What's up with it?
What?
I'll be a monkey. What's up with it?
Why?
Cause they're one of the there's a smart animal, bro. And I get to swing. And I get to eat bananas all day.
Nah, I want to be a lion.
Why a lion?
Because I'm the king of the jungle.
Is lions really? That's the thing we was brought up to believe. Is lions really the king of the jungle? I don't really think they are the king of the jungle. There really ain't no damn king, bro. Because everybody's sectioning out their own little part.
Yeah, but if it's ready for war, who would win? Lions.
Not necessarily.
Elephants. There's elephants. There's hawks. You can't really catch them unless you're a bird. Maybe I'd be a dinosaur, but I'm not tall, so I already got short legs already. Hey, shout out to the short kings.
Why you gotta say that? Shout
out to the short kings.
Why you gotta say that, bro? Shout out to the short kids. Like,
are you short?
Why you gotta say that, though?
Bro,
how come they say shout out to the kings out there? Why they gotta be short
Forget
kids?
the king. Shout out to the short kings.
Well, how come they gotta be short though?
If you're over 6 foot, you're not considered short anymore, bro.
What you mean?
Actually, if you're over 5'10", bro, you're not considered short, bro.
The average height is what, 5'8", 5'7"?
Am I even 5'8", 5'7", bro?
Yeah, put some Timbs on, yeah.
I'm like 5'2", bro.
So put some Timbs on, you 6 foot.
Jesus. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Hey, but like I said, hey guys, make sure you comment your thoughts about what we talked about, the fast rounds. Again, we talked about if you were an animal, right? What animal would you be? Like, would you be a lion, a snake, a monkey, a giraffe, a dog, a cat? Like, what would you be if you were an animal? Next is, if you were the president of whatever country you want to be in, what first dumb but satisfying law would you pass in that country, right? Doesn't matter, just comment. And then lastly, it's a 2 seed. You get 1 million, but your enemy gets 50. Do you want that or not? And like I said, also we kind of talked about multiple things, like, what we kind of learned about ourselves, this year or, the past year. We talked about how do we promote mental and physical health in schools and also in the communities. and then what is our biggest challenge a person can face in life, or what's the biggest fear, and how can we overcome it, and where we felt accepted. Like I said, we really talked about a lot of things today, I feel like this was a great conversation, a great pivot point until we talk next, and we have another conversation. Like I said, we really appreciate you guys continuing supporting us, following us on social media, commenting, liking, and like I said, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Again, we're on we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Snapchat, we're on Twitter. Still working on our Facebook account, but again, guys, we really appreciate you guys if you can make sure you support us. Like I said, we're not getting paid for this. This is just two brothers having a conversation, talking, and hopefully, in the next few months, we're going to be traveling and making skits and stories and all that stuff. Like I said, I am your host, Bablo.
I'm your co-host, Kelo.
And guys, again, stay tuned for more great conversation. We'll talk to you. Signing out.